Pisces, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of December 2023. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Pisces. Alright, the overall energy for the reading, the Page of Swords. There's not a lot of movement here by the looks of this one, at least on your part, or you're trying to kind of move towards something but do it quite slow, you know, not rushing into things, just one day at a time kind of a movement here. Starting off the reading, you get the Five of Wands crossed by the Four of Cups. There's conflict at play, and it upsets you. There's definitely you not landing on the same page with someone here, and it's quite a bummer by the looks of it. In your focus here, the World card, closing off a cycle or trying to. In the recent past, Ten of Cups. The desire for happiness is definitely here for this situation. In your strength, the Hangman. That's what it is. You're kind of standing still, not doing much about what's going on. Just kind of letting things settle by the looks of it. I don't feel like you're responding, like reacting to it as it happens. Like, okay, we had a fight. Oh, okay, let me blah, blah, blah about it. You're just kind of trying to keep your cool here by the looks of it. In the immediate future, the Empress. Definitely leaning towards that loving aspect, towards that nurturing aspect. When it comes to this situation, I feel like you're trying your best to kind of stay in touch with that part of you that says, hey, I care about the situation, so let me just kind of come from this space when it comes to this. I don't see much going on. I just see this tension kind of an energy and just kind of floating around, but as far as you're concerned, I don't see a lot of approaching it at this time. And it's not an issue. I kind of get the sense that you're trying to determine what the best way to approach it is, you know, before actually doing something here. Supporting this reading, the Chariot. I feel like you're on the right path with whatever it is that you're doing, whatever you're choosing to do about the situation. I feel like you definitely have some universal support in there. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, this is weighing harder on you than you think, you know? So it's not, you may be showing up there in the world being like, no, everything's fine. And it's not that you're pretending, because you know that it's pretty tough, whatever it is you're experiencing, but it's from the perspective of this nurturing aspect, this staying positive, you know, whatever happens, it's like, it is what it is. And instead of just being like, yeah, I'm being weighed down and it's hard, man, it's hard. Not really. I don't see you doing that, but it is weighing pretty hard here. In your hopes and fears, the Two of Pentacles. This is an up in the air kind of a situation where it feels like at times you may believe that this is probably not going to resolve itself, or you don't know how it's going to resolve itself, this situation. For the potential outcome, though, you get the Justice card, so that's definitely a balanced kind of a situation there. Blue. What's up? Chewing on that? That's not a toy. You got so many toys here that you could chew on. And I know, sometimes you need to be reminded. It's fine. I'm here to do that. Let's clarify. Let me clarify the Page of Swords. You get the Nine of Wands, the Tower, the Judgment card. It's very hard to not do anything about it, because at times you do have that tendency to be like, okay, I gotta say this, or I gotta do this. But ultimately, it feels like anything you do or say is gonna blow up in your face, you know? So it's like, I might as well just kind of chill, not do anything, and just kind of let things fall into place, and then we'll take it from there. But for now, as the energies are so riled up, it's like it's very difficult though. Let's do the Five of Wands. Three of Wands, Seven of Swords, Five of Swords. I have no idea what this is about, what kind of situation you're dealing with. I just see it being very tensed for a very long time, to the point of you may have just dropped it several times. You may have been like, fuck this shit, I don't need this, but then kind of came back to it. I don't know if you actually left or had the tendency to leave the situation. But your energy is part of this, so it's like almost like leaving some sort of chapter up in the air, and a chapter that's meaningful for you, possibly. And it's not like you can't fix this all on your own, because it involves somebody else. It takes two to tango. You can't fix this. But what you can do is work through the energy of you that's involved in this, and kind of see where you're standing in this, and try to get to that place of acceptance over it. I kind of feel that you're almost there, especially the way you're kind of treating it. It's not indifference. It's not like you don't care, you don't give a shit. You're just not pushing more energy into it so that it messes things up even more. Because I feel like you possibly believe that it has that potential. If you were to get involved, even if your intentions are good, it might rile things up even more. And I feel like you don't want that. Which, for now, whatever you're doing in regards to this, it feels good. It feels like it's the right place for what's going on here. Again, I'm not... I don't know what this is about. To be able to kind of determine where the other energy is at, why you're acting the way you are in this one, which again is great. But I kind of get the sense that you're dealing with a pretty difficult energy that is pretty resistant to letting this one mellow down. Because it's just not. It just keeps on hanging on to that energy. That means that one of you is hanging on to that energy. And I don't see you doing that. So if you're not doing that, then somebody else is. Like, okay, just not letting it go. And not willing to work through this energy, just against it, which is going to make it harder and harder to deal with. Let me do the Four of Cups, the Empress, the Two of Cups, the Death card. Pretty upset about it, because whatever this was, and at some point it was looking a little different than what it is now, but whatever this was in how it looked, it's not that anymore. And I feel like there's a whole lot of acceptance coming over that fact. Like, okay, things are not going to be the same because this happened and it changed everything. So let me accept how things are now, even if they're ugly. You know? And let's take it from here. Let's see where we go from here, you know? Like, is it so ugly that it's irreparable and we can't do anything about it and we split ways, or do we try to bring something healthy out of this? I don't know. Your angle in this is very interesting, because again, you're giving me the Empress, so you're definitely shooting from the perspective of very caring about the situation, no matter how much commotion there is in it. And it almost feels like a mother-child kind of an energy here. It could be something else, of course, but it feels like you're bringing in the caring aspect of it, you know? Let's see the World card in your focus. The Four of Swords, the Temperance card, the Ace of Swords. You've been at this for a while in terms of healing, in terms of... this experience definitely taught you patience, and it definitely taught you to stand still as the energies are flying around like crazy here. You know, there's tornadoes going on here, there's hurricanes, there's all sorts of things at play here through these energies, and you're like, yeah, okay. Like, okay. But this takes a lot of practice to do this, so if anything, this situation definitely taught you that. And knowing when to act, and when to talk, and when to, you know, show up for this, because most people, if they're dealing with something quite challenging, we have the tendency to respond to it like just like that. I don't know if you noticed, well, you probably did, but a lot of the times when you just give it time for the energy to settle, You're not coming from that place of reactivity. You're coming from a place of, okay, okay. Like, okay, now I know what's up. Because things settle down. And I know this energy that made me kind of, you know, it's not there anymore. So I'm coming from a clear mind space and I know how to deal with it. You seem to be a freaking master at that. You know? Of just kind of letting things settle down and then coming and responding to it. Let's do the 10 of Cups in the recent past. The High Priestess, the Sun, the 8 of Swords. There was happiness there. Things were definitely looking a whole lot different here. But I feel like during those times you were kind of questioning it, or there may have been red flags about the situation from the get-go. You just didn't necessarily took them on. You didn't. It's not that you didn't pay attention, because with that 8 of Swords, there's definitely something at play. So you're showing me happiness. You're showing me all sorts of things that are working just perfect. And then there's that little questioning kind of aspect to it too. You know, so something was up from the get-go here in this situation. You just didn't know what exactly. I don't think you know now either, like the full story of what the hell is going on. For the Hangman, in your strength, you get the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the Magician. You're not stuck in this. It almost feels from the outside that you're stuck in this place. You're not stuck in this. You're coming through with energies of past this, you know, or you're manifesting past this. So your energy is definitely not stuck here, even though you could be perceived as that. Like, you know, all your life is about this. No, you could be perceived as that. I don't know what this is to you. But it's intense, and you're handling it with, like, as long as this Empress is here for you, you're golden. Because through it, you're actually putting yourself first too. So even if you were dealing with the most unhealthy kind of situation here, you still know how to navigate through it by protecting yourself, you know? So I don't know. For the Empress in the immediate future, you get the Fool, the Ace of Cups, the 2 of Swords, and you're growing in this energy. You know, so it's not only going to benefit you throughout this experience, it's going to benefit you later on, whatever you're catching from here. This is like a seeing a lesson being learned as I do the reading, and it's like several lessons by someone. So it's pretty amazing to see that, to see someone growing in front of my eyes while I do the reading. So it's definitely going to benefit you later on. You do have the tendency to step more and more into energies of beyond this, of later on, of, I'm not going to say moving on, because I feel like this is a situation where even if you do move on physically, I kind of get the sense that you won't be able to move on from, energetically at least, where this is probably attached to you, like for good or something. Again, I'm getting that sense of mother-child kind of vibe to it. I don't know why. But it doesn't have to be that. With anybody, it can go that way. But definitely growing more and more out of this stagnant energy into something new. Or the desire is definitely growing for that. Let's do the Chariot in the supportive energies. The 6 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, the 4 of Wands. Follow your gut here with this one, because the universe is right there assisting you with this one. So whatever it is that you're doing through this process, it looks like you're doing it right. And just follow you. Follow your intuition through this one. It does look like it's some sort of a bond, some sort of a commitment that at its core does carry the energy of happiness. Right now, in the way that it's looking, it's not that. It's functioning under distorted energies. So it's not that. And there's almost like a sense of learning to create space between you and this, as long as it's distorted. When or if it's ever gonna jump into those energies at its core, great. You know, but there's almost like a sense of teaching you to protect yourself, to to kind of figure out for yourself what energy works for you, what doesn't. Even if it's that strong bond you carry with someone, whoever it is. And it goes even for family, right? They could be your family, but if they're toxic as hell, what are you going to do? They're still going to be your family. You know? Not saying cut everybody off, that's toxic. No, don't talk to... No. You know, because a lot of the times we could interpret things wrong, and then we cut people off for what? Because we interpreted based on who knows what the fuck who knows. But it's like, it's not about cutting people off, even when they're unhealthy. It's about creating that boundary. Even if it's not spoken, it's there, and you know it's there. You know? I don't know. It's an interesting reading, and it's very deep. Because there's a lot of lessons that you've learned through it, and you're still learning through it. For the Ten of Wands, in the hidden energies, the World card, the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, you're disappointed, you're upset. You know, it's almost like you've gone through hell with this one, and it is coming to a close, this cycle of whatever hell you're experiencing with this one. And it almost feels like you're going to miss the hell of it. You know, the times where it was hard, it was difficult, because those are the times where you actually learn something from it or through it. And I feel like that's the part that you're going to miss, because overall you do carry a sense of bummer. This, you know, I wish things would have turned out in a different way. Interesting. Let's do the Two of Pentacles. You are coming in close to the ending of this cycle here. For the Two of Pentacles, you get the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. There you go. I love this for you. Because you are going to start moving. Possibly away from this as much as you can, trying to figure things out outside of this as much as you can, and figure yourself out as much as you can outside of this. You're almost coming in brand new. Definitely with a massive sense of putting yourself first, even though at times it's going to seem clumsy, like, did I do that right? Am I doing that right? Is that putting myself first, or what? You're doing it right. It's going to seem clumsy at times. Let's do the Justice card and the potential outcome. Man, this is big. For the Justice card, you get the Eight of Wands, the Chariot, the Knight of Wands. There you are, alongside with the universe, following whatever you feel internally that feels right to you through this journey, listening to wherever the universe is guiding you towards, and you're definitely reaching some pretty awesome energies there, you know? Pursuing some sort of passion, pursuing something that makes you feel passionate, something that speaks to you. So if anything, this energy also taught you that, pursuing what's meaningful to you, you know? I don't know what this is. It's not done. You're not done with it. It's still here. It's almost like an acceptance over the fact that whatever happens here, you're not the only one responsible to fix this in any kind of way, you know? Once you reach that step into this, it feels like you're closing off this cycle. From the universe for you, you get the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Swords. In this one, you're telling me that you have moved on. Everything's fine. You've started a brand new life. Everything's great. Which is coming through as being deceptive, because maybe you have physically, but energetically speaking, you're not quite done here. You're almost done. The minute you're stepping into the acceptance over where things are, as long as you're upset here and disappointed, that means you're not done. You're still hanging on to that energy through this energy of disappointment. With acceptance over where things are, there's no reason to be disappointed. It's like, okay, and that's where we're at with this. It sucks. I don't like it. But I'm not disappointed in them. I'm not disappointed in myself. I'm not upset with it. It's just a preference thing. I don't prefer that things, you know, are showing up like this. But at the same time, I'm accepting it because I can't change it. And I don't want to. So it's very different. So yeah, you're rushing a little bit into your next cycle by trying to convince yourself that, no, I'm done. I'm completely done here. I'm done. Energetically speaking, no. You're almost done though. You're very close. Let's do the Imperial Dragon Oracle. Bam. The Aeon. Number 20. Let's see what that is. Okay. Number 20, traditional name, Justice. No, not Justice. Why did I say Justice? Judgment. I was looking someplace else. Energy, the fusion of wisdom and understanding. Keyword meaning, completion. The Dragon of the Aeon governs the turning of the great wheel of time and brings events to their natural conclusions. This marks the end of one cycle and the beginning of a new one. It allows us the opportunity to view and evaluate all that was unfolded. It is time when we may be able to fuse the... Why am I not reading this right? It is a time when we may be able to fuse the wisdom and lessons that our recent experiences have brought us and integrate them into our inner being. Meaning, everything that has happened has been part of your unfolding path. Although at times you may have wondered why things were happening in the way they were, everything unfolded in the correct manner. Now is the time for you to begin to understand the magic of the soul's journey and to extract the wisdom and insight from past challenges. With completion comes the power of rejuvenation and metamorphosis. Yeah, completing of cycles. You're right there, right there. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.